not even 90 minutes ago, Adam Schefter tweeted from ESPN that Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots are going to part ways after 24 years and 6 Super Bowl championships during his time as a head coach there. The Athletic quickly put out a story of 10 names that could replace, who could replace Bill Belichick in New England. And they have like different tiers. One of them would be called the front runners. I don't think anybody will be surprised to find out that in that list they put Jared Mayo and Mike Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
Vrabel, I think, would be...
That seems like a done deal to me. That's going to be Vrabel.
He's the most obvious candidate.
This is the same thing, though. I mean, this is... it's funny. Greg Rosenthal, NFL Network, late yesterday tweeted, if we get Belichick news, this is going to be a national holiday. What would have happened? Carroll, Saban, Belichick the same day. And it happened several hours later.
Uh-huh.
But it's the same thing in New England now. You want to fire... You want to follow this guy?
No, especially with the put it this way. I mean, think about where New England's at right now, talent-wise, compared to what Nick Saban's leaving Alabama like.
Right.
There's going to be a lot left in the cabinets there, in the cupboards at Alabama.
Yeah.
That's totally bare in New England. The defense is pretty good.
Yeah, the last 2 years have been ugly, but certainly this was a debacle this past season. And Saban's going out pretty much close to on top. You might argue his best coaching job ever. I can't argue. If you want to say that, that's fine. How talented was this Alabama team, especially when you saw Milroe was a bit of a project and he still went to the playoff and beat Georgia.
Right.
But this is, to me, it's now you had the reports that it was going to be Mayo months ago. But now with Vrabel open, I think that
makes a lot of sense.
There, that opens things up, and I think it's going to be Vrabel and makes sense. And with the Belichick angle, I keep saying Washington, but does Arthur Blank go for it now? You want to talk about an upgrade from the GOAT, Art Smith to the GOAT? Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
No kidding.
And Belichick's walking into a great situation.
Yep.
A team that should have made the playoffs with plenty of offensive weapons. He just needs a quarterback.
Both guys, again, are similar in so many ways. And I'm glad we brought this up earlier. Brett McMurphy did as well. Don't forget what Alabama was like before Saban got there. I mean, Urban Meyer in Florida, they were starting to rule the SEC. They won 2 national championships. He had Tim Tebow. And it was a down time at Alabama, and he completely flipped it. Again, 16 consecutive 10-win seasons after his first season, which he won 7 games. If you go back to before Bill Belichick took over in New England, they were almost irrelevant. I know they made the Super Bowl against the Packers. They made the Super Bowl against the Bears. I did not know a single Patriots fan anywhere. And then they started to win championships, and you know what happens in this country when that happens. They're going to become super popular, and then there were Patriots fans everywhere. They were not even talked about, the Patriots. Nobody cared about them. And they turned into like a kind of a national team because they had Brady and Belichick, and they won so much.
Yeah.
And so both...
70s and 80s were horrible.
Terrible.
I mean, the team was supposed to move.
Yeah.
Was it Sullivan Stadium? Our Nesson fans can help me out, but that apparently was a dump. And then 85 was kind of a fluke where they just got hot playoff time, got hot at the right time, and then got run out by the Bears in the Super Bowl. And then Parcells did an excellent job taking them to the Super Bowl. But then it was, I would say, Bledsoe had a complicated legacy.
Yeah.
Certainly, you talk about number 1 overall pick, but could have won more games, and then Brady comes in and changes everything as well. So